Hi, my name is Joe, and welcome to another short edition of Joe's Technology. Whoops, here, let me skip past this. As you see, I'm playing World of Warcraft. Specifically, I'm playing on the Alliance side, and I have a new paladin, but that's okay. This paladin isn't sticking around. In fact, here, we'll just take her title off. She's simply named what she is, a farmer. Now, why is this paladin a farmer? Well, here on the Alliance side, specifically with the Draenei, they have a recipe which is only available from completing a quest, and the quest is available at level 4. Now this is significant because there are many players in the game that really enjoy their cooking, and they would like to have a complete recipe book. But this is frustrating to them when there are faction-specific quest lines that offer some of the recipes. So not just any member of the Alliance can get this, only a Draenei. Here, let's go ahead and we'll just complete that quest, but we're not going to take the follow-up. So that we could get a little bit of XP. As you can see, I've geared my character out completely in heirlooms that have been mailed to her, and this gives her an experience bonus. So as she's going along, she's just going to whack things for experience. Other than that, I'm going to ignore all the stuff in this area, you know what, and just for comfort, I like to move these things on my bar. With her two-handed weapon here as a heirloom item, and as you can see, I always enjoy enchanting these, so it's nice to have a glow even at level 1, so people can say, hey, that's not some newbie. This person's played before. So I'll just whack a few random things for some experience on the way. But if they don't happen to die right away, you know, a second whack should do them in. Now don't spend too much time on this. Let's see. Oh, here's where we're going. So as I mentioned, the point of this, and there are quite a few people who will do this. This recipe that I'm getting is for the Moongraze Tenderloin, a type of stag which only occurs here on this island with the Draenei. So the recipe is only available to the Draenei, but once the Draenei complete their quest, the recipe itself is not soulbound, it's tradable, which is where a lot of people get the impetus, the motivation, as I am doing now, to create a character solely to farm this recipe. And heirlooms make it a lot easier, since they have experience that stacks, or bonuses I should say. As you can see here, this is 10% for the headpiece, another 10% for the shoulders, another 5% for this cloak, another 10% for the chest, another 10% for the legs. I can just go around whacking, whoops, I missed my turn, random creatures and get her up to the required level 4 for the quest. So because of the heirloom items, normally a level 1 character would not be geared from head to toe this way. It would take a long time before you got shoulders back in the old days before heirlooms. It took a while before she even got a cloak, as a matter of fact. She'd be dressed in rags and, well, as indicated by her boots, which are 9 armor cloth. Ah, look at that, 89 armor from the male legs that she's wearing. So, yeah, basically, as far as these creatures are concerned, if you die wearing a full set of these heirlooms, you're not paying attention. Although it's happened to me, someone will call on the phone and I'll get distracted and then suddenly my character dies. Well, as I mentioned, with the full set of heirlooms, she's basically unkillable by any of the creatures in this area, unless you're not paying attention. So I've left the little starting area, and this is where I want to go to. The Moongraze stags appear here. Now, I can't get the quest yet to get them, but I can kill them and get their meat. And when the quest becomes available, the quest will be, you know, kill so many Moongraze stags in order to turn in meat, and I'll give you the recipe. So, as you can see, these are level 5 creatures, and with all my experience bonuses from all my gear, it allows me to level up very, very quickly. Plus, I'll pile up these tenderloins, and when I get my quest, I can just hand it in right away and get the recipe. Now I could just skip ahead. Here's another experience volunteer. This timber strider says, please take my experience, Joe. Alright, if you insist. They're also worth looting. And you'll see why in just a moment.
That spell isn't ready yet.
For any fans of PETA, just turn away. Yes, all this senseless slaughter of video game animals. I run across people every once in a while who get really upset about these quests to kill so many creatures and, you know, yada yada, and they they get really upset and say, but those poor innocent creatures. I'm like, you know, it's a video game, right? You know, it's not like Tron where all the little programs have feelings and are running around inside the computer and you have to feel sorry for them. No, these things are here to die. So let's help them. Now, as you can see, I'm just basically concentrating on the stags themselves unless I have a creature come up and attack me. And the reason for that is so that I'll have plenty of the tenderloins available when the quest giver makes it available at level 4. I'm currently at level 2, but as you can see, the experience bar is going across. Since I'm fighting level 5 creatures, I'm getting a lot of experience. And since I'm wearing excessive amounts of armor for this level, they can't really do anything back to me. It's a bit lopsided, but it's perfect for farming. Well, I saw this level 6 here, so target of opportunity. Granted, he wasn't hostile or it or whatever, but I could use the experience. The other nice thing is that as a Draenei, in case something does get through the armor, you can heal yourself with the gift of the Naru. Whoops. I thought he might let me get by. Guess not. Joe, please take my XP. Okay. As you wish.
I need to get closer.
Aha, level 3. One more level and I'll be able to turn these in for the recipe. Seal command. Here, we'll turn that on. So, a little bit more damage, a little bit more bonus. The quest giver is going to be right about here, so that's the other reason for staying in this general vicinity, so I don't have quite so far to run when the time comes. Now sure, there are quests that you could take and get up another way, but because those quests were, you know, designed for little incremental upgrades, to be honest, it's just faster to kill creatures that are much higher level than you than to do the silly little quests. At least that's been my experience. I can get to level 4 here pretty quickly. Whereas those little starter quests on the other island have you running all over the place. There we go, there's another stag. Ah, great, it's level 6.
That spell isn't ready yet.
I'm not sure, but I think those are actually camel groans that they're using here. I recognize the groans. I believe they were also used for demons in the original Doom 1 and 2. I guess camels sound exotic enough to most Americans. We're not used to hearing them. It must be fun for the people in other countries where camels are common to play these games and say, oh, again with the camels?
I can't cast that yet. I'm out of range. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging.
Yeah, let's see if we can get a couple at the same time to hurry this along.
That's still recharging. It's too far away.
You can see how far the bar is moving up. So it'll be just a moment. Now you notice that this level 5 here is a nice green color. So he's not really a threat. He's considered within my range. Therefore, not as much experience. Whereas a red level creature, which would in this case would be level 6 for me, I believe. Here, let's see. Yeah, these are all level 5s. Well, that's a critter, so level 1. Whoops. Take my experience, Joe. Alright. Alright, bad birdie. That's me. Joe, friend to animals. I should be able to whack something for my last half a bar, so I'll just head on back here. Let's see. Alright, who's going to volunteer? Looking for an XP volunteer. Ah, there we go. Ah, and level 6. As you can see, it's red, so there's significantly more XP, because this is considered to be out of my level range. Ta-da! And I am level 4. Alright, so that's all it took. Now I can go and get the quest and immediately have the tenderloins needed to turn in to get my recipe. So then what do I do? Well, you mail the recipe off to whichever character it is that's going to either sell it in the auction house in the Alliance or send it to an auction house that's neutral to sell it to the Horde. Because, after all, there are people who enjoy cooking on both sides, Alliance and Horde, and neither one of them can get this recipe without the help of a Draenei. So it has value in both auction houses, although traditionally it seems like the Horde auction house usually pays better because it's harder to get it over there. Okay, here's our quest, the Great Moongraze Hunt, and he says he wants 6 tenderloins. Well, that's alright, I've got that. Here, just take it. Give me my recipe. And to heck with your follow-up quest. I'll just ignore that. Now here's the part why I was looting everything. Let's see if I looted enough. Since this was a level 1 character that I started with, the character has to earn enough postage to be able to mail these things. I don't care about the food, I don't care about the pants, I don't care about the eggs. You know what, I'll keep the tenderloin. Oh, and I will even sell her shoes.
Hope you find something useful.
Okay, there we go. That should be postage. So I've got 2 pieces of silver and 83 pieces of copper. Now the little mailbox here. Here, let's turn her around for modesty. You'll see what I mean in a moment. So here, we'll put it in the tenderloin. Here's the recipe that we want to sell. And we need to mail back the heirlooms because now we're going to delete this character. Don't need her anymore. And repeat the process over again. Alright, so all of her gear is in, and the system tells us the postage will be 2 pieces of silver and 40 pieces of copper. Since we have a total of 83, a little bit of math says that we can go ahead and mail 43 pieces of copper along with this order. Oh, and it knows exactly where it's going to, my Smuggler's Inn. And away it goes. And now I have a character that's completely naked and broke and is ready to be deleted so that this can all start over again. It's kind of like a Groundhog Day. Enjoy, and I hope you make a lot of money from selling this recipe on the auction house.